Okay, it's 7:15 and I'm on my last day. Just left the Black Mountain shelter. I've got about, I think 10 and a half miles to Foran Gap. It rained like crazy last night, and I mean all night long. Enough to kind of make me a little worried about some of these what used to be little and medium streams. I bet they are just gushing today. So I'm gonna be real careful. Watch for flash floods. I think I've got 3 hours or so before it's supposed to start raining again. It's supposed to rain heavy, but I'm really looking forward to it, truthfully. I've really never tested my hiking gear in the rain. I've tested my old tent in the rain, but I've never really hiked. I never hiked in the rain at all. So this will be a good test of how dry I can stay. Not that I really care, because today's it's actually pretty warm. It's probably 50 degrees. You can see it's pretty foggy. But I really want to test how the inside of my pack does as far as staying dry. I've got a pack liner in there. A lot of my sacks are waterproof. The actual backpack is very water resistant. They don't call it waterproof, but I've got everything in my little stomach chest sack in Glad bags that I don't want getting wet. So I think I'm pretty waterproofed. So I may not be doing too much filming today if it's a total downpour all day, but I'll try to do as much as I can. I'm walking down this 0.2 mile little trace road that I had to detour off to get to the shelter. And I think I'm almost at the junction where the Ouachita Trail starts again. I think I have about two and a half miles of downhill, and then about 3 miles of steady uphill, not crazy steep uphill, but uphill. And then, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles of downhill again to Foran Gap. I looked, it doesn't look like I've got too many streams I've got to cross. So hopefully I don't have any big gushing, raging rivers that I'm gonna have to navigate around or through. I actually watched a few videos last night of, I think last year, 2017, in the Pacific Crest Trail. It was a huge, mammoth snow year, so the rivers were really raging, and 2 people lost their lives by trying to cross by themselves. Got swept down the creek or river or whatever you want to call it, and were found later on. So I don't want to be one of those people. Anyways, this is actually pretty nice little hike right now. Enjoying it. I see a old-timey like jerry can, gas can right there off to the side of the trail. And then over here we've got some sheet metal from what I would like to think is an old jalopy. Might be an air filter over there. Sorry for the shaking. I'm zoomed in. Ah, here comes the rain. Boy, it's amazing how good of time I can make when it's raining and I can't dig out my cameras and screw around. Anyways, yeah, it's I think I've done almost 4.5 miles, and it's 9 o'clock. No, sorry, I've done 5 miles. Pretty cool walking through these woods in the fog. The rain's finally let up a little bit. I took off all my rain stuff because it's just too warm out here. I'd rather be sopping wet than sweating my butt off and dry. Well, I guess you can't be sweating your butt off and be dry, but you know what I mean. My rain jacket has pretty good venting in it, but you know, just not enough. I'm guessing it's at least 50 degrees out here, not 55. And so far I haven't gone through any major streams, knocking on wood. I did hear some real heavy water gushing quarter-mile back, but it doesn't look like I'm crossing that yet. Just soft pine needles once again. I've been climbing a lot, not nothing too steady, or not nothing too steep, but pretty steady. A lot of moss. Still haven't seen hardly any animals. I did see about 3 eagles or hawks about an hour ago. So far everything's staying dry in my pack. I was half tempted to put my kilt on to keep my pants from getting too heavy, but they're doing good. They shed water really well. The other thing, here comes more rain. The other thing I learned as an ultra runner, trail runner, is bloody nipples. I have duct tape and Leuco tape, but I forgot to do that this morning. I think they feel fine though. I may put some on if next time I stop, if they start feeling a little tender. I just come across this tree and mile marker 62, mile marker 62, and then the official mile marker 1. So I don't know why, but this mile marker sure is awfully important to someone. So you go forever without seeing one, and then you've got 3 on one tree. So just as I was starting to say, there hasn't been any real good scenery today. I stumbled across this little gem here. Pretty easy to cross. That rock is slicker than crap though. Pretty cool little waterfall. 68.1 miles of the trail done. Boy, that last section was really nice. So my ride's gonna be here at 6 and it's 12:45, so I think I'm gonna hike another mile further down the trail to a shelter. Just play around there, probably cook a little lunch. But boy, this would be a great spot to park your car, hike a mile up. There's a couple of really cool waterfalls. Well, one waterfall and one real fast moving stream, at least today it was. So Foran Gap, 68.1 miles done. I think I've done 3 sections of it. Can't wait to do the next 2.